This is Greg Kimball with the Final Percent, and I am sick as a dog, unfortunately. I am lucky as heck that I decided when I was in Wyoming to get 5 podcasts done, because this is literally the first time that I'm able to talk. So bear with me. If I have to cough, if I have to do anything, I'm sorry about that, but I will try to edit those out. Today, I want to talk about the importance of being able to tell your story, the importance of a story, the importance of that. We talked a little bit about this in episode 8, talking about the characters in your movie and living your life as a movie. And are you spending your time with extras, co-stars, the villain, whoever it might be? But this is kind of a different approach, because if you want to be a CEO, if you want to have a C title, which means a chief title, you've got your COO, which is basically the president of your company. You have the CEO, chief executive officer. You get a lot of CIOs, which is chief information officer, CFO, chief financial officer, so on and so forth. If you're going to have that C title, I want you to start imagining yourself as a chief storyteller. You're going to have to inspire, and you're going to have to let people know why they're on this journey, why they're persevering with you. And you have to be able to help them understand your why so that they can find their why. So if you want to be able to develop a team that will essentially go fight a tank with a knife for you, you're going to have to be able to communicate that vision, that why, that Hall of Fame goal, so that everybody is getting behind it and it's a focused attack and it's focused from the outset of what people are doing. So imagine your company and your journey as if you were running a marathon. And imagine if you were really on that road running a marathon. Imagine if you were at mile 18. Do you want to quit? Has it gotten hard yet? Well, yes, of course it has. It's gotten extraordinarily hard. And it takes those people that are lining the streets saying, keep going. It takes the people who are handing you water. It takes the people in front of you that you know that you can catch if you just give a little bit extra effort. It takes that person that is right behind you who is on your heels and they're about to eclipse what you have done so far, that keeps you going. And you as a leader, you should be able to manufacture the energy to keep your people going. Now, we did a whole episode on how and why and when and the whole concept of manufacturing energy and giving your people something that they're able to plug into. And the first thing that people are going to be able to plug into is a why. A why starts with a story. You want to be able to communicate your story. Why do you get up in the morning? Why did you start this company? What is the vision of the company? And you need to let go of that a little bit and help it become everyone else's vision. And you need to help it become everyone else's company. You need to help give them ownership, give them accountability, give them enough information so they really understand why it is that we do what we do. And then they're going to understand how we're going to do it. Because a lot of people will just come out there with the Hall of Fame goal and they'll just say, we're going to be $1 billion company. Or they're going to say, hey, we're going to change the world. We're going to do this. Yeah, but how are you going to do that? So it starts with the why, and then you have to have those small, measurable, in-between, quantifiable stair-step goals so that people can see a clear path. Now, there's a lot of times where you do need your people to step out on faith, and that's a little bit because you are stepping out on faith, and you guys got to go there together. But you have to be the leader, because you can never lead people farther than you've gone. So if you're a leader asking people to step out on faith, you better be out there as well and believing in your people. If you're going to ask someone to take a chance on you, then you better be willing to take a chance on someone else. So as you're telling your story, as you're giving this why, as you are the chief storyteller, now you can be this whether you're a waiter, a waitress, a gas station attendant, someone who works at McDonald's, it does not matter. Tell your story, because people love stories. They root for the underdog and they want to see people win, whether they necessarily realize it or not. So always be telling your story. Learn to tell stories. And so with that being said, I wanted to tell you that we are going to, starting Monday, have a 5-episode mini-series about my story of why I came to Colorado. And now this is just going to be kind of a brief overview so people can understand my story and how I came from being homeless in Denver to having a 25,000 square foot facility and the largest independent audio production school in Colorado. Now, this is going to pertain primarily to that journey from Arizona to Colorado and a lot of the things in between. If you want to take a deeper dive, I really do invite you to pick up my book that's coming out sometime between probably December and February 1st. We're still working out some things with the publisher and how we're going to do it. We're also recording all of it because we're going to launch on Audible at the same time. But it has occurred to me because I started this podcast, I'm just spitting out concepts and you guys don't necessarily understand what I went through and my story and everything about me, all of the tumultuous times, the hard times, the bad times, the great times, the good times, the unsure times, the shaky times. And sometimes all of those things are happening at the exact same time. And so I just wanted to give you an insight and a brief overview of just the last 7 years of my life. And if it really intrigues you, I invite you to pick up the book. It's been an amazing experience for me, and it's really enlightened me on who I am and things I really honestly could have done a lot better, because hindsight's always 20/20, right? So anyway, I just want to give you a story. So starting Monday, we are going to give you a 5-part mini series on my journey to Colorado and how hard it was and interesting it was. And we're going to start in Arizona, and I'm going to show you how I got from there to the concept of the final percent. So again, this is Greg Kimball. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at your final percent. Thanks again. I appreciate you.